but I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up. Yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me now. I had unplugged something last night. I was rearranging. I forgot to plug my mic back up. So I appreciate that you're tuned in to Cheap Shots TV. Like I was saying, I apologize for not being on Cheap Shots TV, the actual page, but I'm still blocked from going live. I've also been striked again, guys. I have been striked again. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to AJ tuning in. I've been striked again on another video that had nothing to do with True Freeman. But obviously him and his people felt like they needed to continue striking my Cheap Shot page and trying to get me shut down. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell as well so you can know every time I go live. Today, we're talking about Mr. R. Kelly. So please let me know if you're an R. Kelly fan, if you ever was an R. Kelly fan, and how you guys feel about him getting evicted from his mansion in Atlanta. So I know how much these mansions out here in Atlanta cost. I'm out here. I know what they cost. I know what these guys spending. But it comes to find out R. Kelly was spending $11,000 a month for his mansion, guys. $11,000 a month. A month. How many of you guys would have ever expected R. Kelly would be getting evicted right now? Out of all the hits, out of all the songs he wrote for other people, out of all the talent he signed himself, R. Kelly. They saying he broke, guys. I don't know. I got a video I want to play for you guys. I got a video I want you guys to watch with me. It's kind of talking about some Illuminati stuff, but I thought it was interesting, and I kind of want to play it with you. Let's get into it. I'm going to start it back over.
Kelly Peanut Head Self is back in the headlines for some more news. And it ain't looking good. Peanut Head Man has been evicted from his home in Georgia for not paying his bills. R. Kelly thought he was gonna get away without paying his rent in that mansion. Well, he thought wrong. Now Kelly is washed up and broke because Goat Lucy and the elites have thrown Kelly out like rotten garbage because he has been used up. Kelly has went broke. And he is out the music industry. Majority of the stories you heard from the young womans that were held at Kelly Mansion was set up and planned by the elites to make him go broke and destroy his image. The woman that accused him of her torment name was Jocelyn Savage. Wow. There's nothing good coming out of a woman that goes by the last name of Savage. Wow. Kelly took the oath years ago when he first started singing that baby making music. And everybody loved it. Now this washed up sellout can't pay his rent cause Goat Lucy has taken everything off under his nose. Wow. Poor Peanut Head Man. What is he going to do next? His era of music is all over. In the mansion he got evicted out of stated that he was paying $11,000 a month. Wow. Peanut Head Man is gonna be back in the hood, begging for loose coins after the goat gets done with him. Kelly Doo-Doo crumb eating days are over and now he knows that he messed up when he signed that deal with Goat Lucy. There is no bounce back for this washed up head man. His career is over. And it's too late for him. And on that note, when Peanut Nut Chocolate Head Man spends his last day on this earth, he will be with his lord, Goat Face Lucy, the one he dearly loved, and all the rest of the known sellouts. And he will be in the lake of fire singing, I wish to Goat Lucy for eternity. Wow. Like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, guys, there you have it. The Illuminati has gotten R. Kelly. He can no longer win in this society of music and this industry in which he has been so relevant in for so long. We got AJ saying R. Kelly too creative to go broke, too many people to ghostwrite for, not only produce and his own work and classic music of his own. That's true, man. R. Kelly got some major hits. R. Kelly got some major hits. I can't knock R. Kelly for what he's done. That's something I cannot do. But at the end of the day, why are you renting mansions out of everything you've done in life? Out of everything you've done in life, why are you still renting mansions? Why haven't you bought? Why isn't that mansion bought? You spend $11,000 a month, bro, for a homestead. For a homestead. That don't make any sense to me, AJ. I'm sorry. I don't see why celebrities do this. Why do we have so many celebrities doing this? Johnny Depp went broke, quote unquote went broke. He's financially in a rut. You know, spent all his money on wine. They say he had like $500,000 or $1 million wine habit a month. If not a year, it might be wrong. It might be $1 million a year wine habit. Right, I understand, but he got three homes in Atlanta, bro. He had three mansions in Atlanta. This is one of his mansions that's been he's been evicted out of. I mean, that's true to have a couple of places, but why not go ahead and buy those homes? Why not go ahead and buy those homes so you won't have to worry about that extra later? You know what I'm saying? Because you spending $11,000 a month in rent. By the end of the year, you could have bought a little mini mansion. It didn't have to be that mansion, but it could have been a mini mansion. R. Kelly been there for the last 4.5, 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the same mansion that he was claimed to have had his sex slaves in, you know? The same mansion he was claimed to have had his sex slaves caged up in. So we have to remember that too. And this is the same mansion that got burglarized a few months back. And somebody came in and stole all his shit. If I'm not mistaken, it was somebody he wasn't paying. He hadn't paid. He owed them some money. So R. Kelly is not in the greatest position. Yeah, that was the same house that was robbed. Now, I'm not saying he's broke. I don't know this man's financial situation. I don't know if he's broke. I'm just saying he's been evicted for not paying his rent. He's 2 months behind. He owed them $23,000, and they done put the rest of his shit on the front on the lawn. So, you know, technically, it kind of states to me that he's in a financial situation that's not healthy. You know, that's all I'm saying. And if anything, I'm just curious on why would you keep spending that kind of money out when you could have been done bought that and all you got to pay is land taxes, utilities, and things of that nature. You know, you ain't even got to worry rent, man. Oh wow, $11,000 in rent, and then they say he had to cancel some shows. He had to cancel some shows after that little that whole sex thing came out about him. You know, when he was holding them women hostage, he had to cancel some shows. And you know, when you cancel shows, you got to pay them people for the show that you missed. Like insurance might not kick in for those certain reasons, or whatnot. If you know, if people you missing money, you might already spent that money you trying to pick up, and people jacking up your money. Maybe he didn't stay there. You know, maybe he didn't stay there. AJ, you know. What up, Bigums? Appreciate you tuning in, man. I'm still blocked. on Cheap Shots TV, bro. And we gotta thank Tyra for that. You know what I'm saying? He came swinging hard. Tyra came swinging hard. He got me blocked, and they're still striking my page, man. Tyra's still striking my page. New Star in the building. Thank you, New Star, for tuning in. Appreciate that. Yeah, we talking about R. Kelly. How you feel about R. Kelly, New Star? Do you feel like R. Kelly has gone broke? Like, you know, me and you talked about Johnny Depp recently, and, you know, we talked about how Johnny Depp recently put out a new movie, but they claiming that he's financially broke. I mean, what was the last song or the last release you bought from R. Kelly? AJ, what was the last release you bought from R. Kelly? Just to be curious, I'm just curious. Cause I ain't bought an R. Kelly song since Ignition. Or it might have been Ignition. Cause I think I had the whole I think I had the whole In the Closet soundtrack. I ain't even gonna say I had it. One of my little lady friends at the time I was dealing with had it. The Black Panty album. Yeah, I remember that album. I remember it, but that might have been like 7 years ago. Damn, 12 play? Was it like you went and rebought 12 play, or you haven't bought an R. Kelly tune since 12 play? Like the original, when it originally came out, like on cassette. I think that shit came out on cassette. Oh, about 4 years ago? Okay, yeah. Let me see how well Black Panties did. I mean, yeah. Let me see how well did it do on the charts. R. Kelly, Black Panties. All right, then I'm gonna look up his net worth. All right. All right. It was set for top 10 debut on Billboard's 200. This is back in 2013. So yeah, 4 years ago. How well did it do? Okay, Black Penny chart history. I got it. All right. The peak position it reached number 2 on the charts. It stayed on the charts for 43 weeks. Okay. "12 Play," it peaked number 1 position and it stayed on the charts for 101 weeks. "Chocolate Factory" peaked 1 position and 85 weeks on the charts. 12 Play 2, peak position 1, 76 weeks. R. Kelly, self-titled, number 1, 76 weeks. R. Kelly, number 1, 71 weeks. The Double Up, 1 position, 51 weeks. Untitled, 1 position, 50 weeks. TP3 Reloaded, 1 position, 43 weeks. Happy People, You Save Me, 1 position, 35 weeks. So he had number ones after number ones. So I give him his due diligence for putting in that work though, because the guy, he done put in that work. But what does that say though? Like, why did he put in all this work and he's losing things, you know? I wish. Hey, that was a dope track too. I can't even lie, that was a dope ass track. I agree, too many number ones to be broke, but man, what's her name? What's the chick name? Toni Braxton. Let's talk about Toni Braxton, right? Toni Braxton went bankrupt twice, and she had all the number ones. And then let's talk about Birdman. Birdman should be one of the richest black men in America, and he lost his mansion in the foreclosure. What is up with all of that? What's up with all of that? Let me know about all of that then. Like I mentioned, Johnny Depp just made a Pirates of the Caribbean 2 years ago, and they're already claiming that he needs to file for bankruptcy. This is in Hollywood now. This is our celebrities that we've been seeing famous for the last 10 and 15 years, and these guys are broke. They're not living any. True that. All right. I say broke. The reason why I say broke is when you got to live check to check, just like the average person, then, I mean, what's the purpose of being famous and being a celebrity if none of that matters, if you're still waiting on the next check like everybody else, whether that next check is 100,000, but you got to take 80,000 of it to pay your bills. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, 50 Cent filed bankruptcy on his personal self, not on his companies though. See, 50 Cent got companies and he got his personal self. Most of these people like R. Kelly, he doesn't have companies. What have you seen R. Kelly endorse? What have you seen R. Kelly try to sell? Only thing he has is his music. And his music is not owned by him, it's owned by the music company. He just get a percentage of those things. You right, Jerome. Most of them, they come from nothing, so they don't really plan for tomorrow. They just spend. They know them checks coming, so they just spending, you know. And I think that puts them behind. Right. You can, all right, owning a production company is cool, but if you're not producing nothing consistently and you're not getting a high enough percentage of those productions to keep your to keep your lifestyle, you know, at bay, then you really putting yourself in a whirlwind of trouble. Yeah, and definitely being a ghostwriter is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and having a production company where you're producing, but I don't know anybody that he owns. Like, who has he signed to his production company? Who comes out under R. Kelly production company? Who blows off of R. Kelly production company? Is he investing more money into things than he is actually making? Right. And just like income taxes, just think like black people income taxes. I know so many black people who get $8,000 to $10,000 every year. And by the time January, by the time March or June, April, June come, you know, they broke. They broke. It's like literally they're waiting on their paycheck to pay their bills when they was just $8,000 to $10,000 richer than they were. People start to take money that, you know, that they get in and thinking that, oh, it's okay, I got other money coming in, and they start to build lifestyles that are more extravagant than they can actually afford. At least that's how I feel. I couldn't see myself having 3 mansions in Atlanta and paying rent for any of them. I'm sorry. If I can't buy my shit right out, I don't want it. Literally. If I can't buy my shit outright, I really don't want it. I don't want it. I don't like credit. I really don't like credit. I agree. Sometimes you have too many yes men. Yeah, do that, bro. That'll be dope. Yeah, man, that'll be great. You should do that. And AJ, I agree with you. You know, press make his life look like hell. They might make everybody life look like hell. But at the end of the day, I don't think you can kind of I kind of don't think that you can make this up. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up, guys. Hold on. All right. All right, I got it. This might, but this is what I found. I don't know if you guys see that? Now all I'm saying is it comes a point where, as a grown person, you should have done planned for this. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have bought this home a long time ago. If I'm not mistaken, his home is only worth $6 million. I think this house, and let's not forget about the house he lost in Chicago. He got it that went up for foreclosure. And the house that he caught shooting a porn in. He also sold that one for way under market value because he couldn't get rid of it. So R. Kelly has took some losses with property. He has took some losses with property, y'all. Hey, I mean, listen, I promise you, man. Like, it's a 3-day itch. It's like a 3-day itch once you get money. Once you get money, it's like this 3-day little itch you have to get through. It's like once you have money, you have to wait like 3 or 4 days before you start spending it. Because if you don't wait before you start spending that money that you ain't never had, you overspend. You start to wishful thinking spending is what this should be called, because it's all the wishes that you had prior to getting that money. You start to think about all the things you was wishing for prior to getting that money. Oh man, I remember that time I said I was gonna get this. If I ever got the money, I said I was gonna get this. Man, I remember that one time I said if I ever got $1 million, man, I was gonna buy my mama a house, my cousin a house, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already have these, these premonitions of what we're gonna do with the money before we get it. Like, especially if you broke. A broke motherfucker that ain't never had nothing gonna always have his money spent before he gets it. True that, but what if you never got past it though? What I'm saying is, what if you got that money and you never figured out what was the the limit of accession? You know what I'm saying? You exceeded you exceeded that limit a long time ago, and you never got a control of bringing it down. Because once you start to live a lifestyle, and you stop living it, this is what happened. We start to say you're broke. Once you start to live a lifestyle and then you stop living it, this is what happened. We start to claim that you're broke. We start to see you losing things or selling things. That's when we say, hey, he broke. Not even trying to calculate the fact that he might be trying to downsize and make his living more more maintainable. His living might be more, it done exceeded beyond his expectations. And now this could be a way of him trying to downsize that, but being evicted don't look good on your credit. Sorry. You don't downsize by getting evicted, because we know that's damaging to your credit, right? All right, let me find out what's his worth. I forgot to look that up. R. Kelly net worth. All right, what you want to know today, or you want to know back in the day? Let's see what's the difference. 2018 net worth. All right, $150 million. R. Kelly net worth is estimated to be $150 million. Kelly has released 12 solo studio albums and sold over 100 million records worldwide, making him the most successful R&B artist of the 1990s. All right. He's worth $150 million, but that doesn't mean somebody's going to pay him $150 million to do something. No. Net worth do not mean, that he has 150 million. That means if he do something that's extravagant enough, he can get up to, he can work his way up to getting that 150 million. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that he can just say, I'm R. Kelly and I want 150 million just because I'm gonna do something. Nah. Overall, with his assets, with his music, with his with his cars, jewelries, and all that stuff, his businesses, yeah, all of that stuff should calculate up to 150 million. But what if he got $160 million lifestyle? You got $160 million lifestyle. That's not cool just because you worked 150 million. Like I said, I don't know this man. I do not know this man's spending habits. I know for a fact if you got credit issues, they gon' garnish your motherfucking bank accounts if you got money in them. If you got credit issues, if you getting foreclosures on your homes and you getting evicted, that's damaging to your credit. I know that for sure. Yeah, I personally think he just made some terrible financial decisions. That's all I'm saying. Just for him to be evicted, this says too much to me. Like, why did you get evicted? Why did you get evicted? There's no reason I should ever see R. Kelly and eviction next to it. $150 million net worth. You should be living in two $10 million homes. You should have two $10 million homes at the least. Two paid for, bought, accessorized, bought. Everything about it, you own. No renting, nothing, rent, nothing. If I do anything, if I'm going to be out of town and I'm an Airbnb. You know how cheap Airbnbs are to do mansions and shit if you're going to get them for a week? I'm going to be in town for a week, so let me go ahead and spend this $1,500 for this week or this $2,000 for this week at this mansion. I can party, I can turn up, but I don't have to spend $11,000 a month for a mansion I'm supposedly not even fucking staying in. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I can't get past that. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. All right. AJ, what's your net worth? How much are you worth right now? Let me answer me that. How much are you worth right now? And then tell me how much your bills average every month. Tell me that. Hey, Sherry, baby, thank you for tuning in. All right. Tell me how much you make every month, just on a random, and then, tell me how much your net worth is. No, I ain't talking to you, Siri. Tell me how much your net worth is, and then tell me how much your bills are. How much you worth. So that means if you're worth, let's just say you work at a factory somewhere. I don't know where you work. Let's say you make $15 an hour. All right. You make $15 an hour, just on the random, $15 an hour. All right, you put in 40 hours a week. All right. Yeah, I mean, all right, $70,000 a year. You work $70,000 a year. All right, and let's say, all right. But then you turn around and you say you live check to check. All right, so that's a perfect example. You live check to check. So whatever you have left out of that $70,000 after you pay all your bills, that's your net worth. All right. So if you make $70,000 a year, let's say you spend $500 on rent plus another $200 on utilities, that's $700 plus another. Clear. All right. $700 plus another $500 a month on just your accessories and things you like to do. All right, plus another $250 on gas. All right, $1,400 $1,400 a month, utilities, gas. Oh, let's say you got a car payment, $500 car payment like most people. All right, equals $750. 500 plus 200 plus another 5 plus 2 plus 5. 1,700. All right, 1,700 a month. All right. So let's say you're worth about, let's just say, for instance, if you lived your life like regular people, you're worth about $40,000. That's your net worth. You're worth about $40,000, and you let's say you make 70, you spend 20. Oh, you buy $50,000, you spend 15 because you can blow it just on other shit. So you got about $10,000 in the bank, right? Let me say you got about $10,000 stored in the bank. You should have about 10 to 15,000 just stored in the bank. If you make 70,000 a year, every year you should have 10 to 15,000 just in the bank. Luxury. That's your net worth. Whatever you got right there, plus everything you own, that's your net worth. That's your net worth right there. 10 to 15,000 in the bank, plus the car you own if you own it, or plus all the little jewelry and clothes you have. That's your net worth. For real. That's how much you're worth right now. Lights $500. That's it. I ain't even give you that much for lights and lights. I said 200, but I'm just stating, that's what I'm saying. 30,000 out of a $70,000 a year. So that means you spend 40,000. That means you spend either $40,000 in bills every year, or you got well, that's about right. You spend $40,000, or you got 10,000 on you right now. You got $10,000 on you right now. You keep $10,000 cash on you, or you got $10,000 in assets on you, and the rest go to bills. It is what it is. We all fuck up. But at the end of the day, that's it. You're not living beyond your means because you're able to keep that 30,000. You're able to keep that 10,000 in assets. So you're still good. You spend about 30 bands a year in bills and having fun and doing whatever you want. And I'm pretty sure on $70,000, you pay taxes. You don't get taxes, you pay taxes. If I'm not mistaken, you probably pay taxes. And that's good. As black, I don't know if you're black, but as black people should learn how to invest way more. We don't invest wisely. We invest in things that's not really going to have any material or any value, any real value in the next after we wear it, after we use it, after we drive it out the lot. Most of these things devalue once we sign the papers on them. They devalue. We start devaluing those things as soon as we sign our name on that paperwork. But accept yourself. If you're your own boss, you always trying to get the margin, trying to raise the bar. You always trying to raise the bar. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Oh yeah, you always gotta have more than, you always gotta have more than one hustle. Having one hustle is not enough. You gotta have multiple streams of income. So salute today, Jay. Salute that. And I wasn't trying to make no long video today, guys. I just kind of wanted to give this breakdown on R. Kelly and just let you guys know that R. Kelly has lost his home or has been evicted from the house that he was quote unquote having the sex slaves in. And I just kind of want to give you guys this update. I didn't want to keep you guys long. I appreciate you tuning in though, but I got some things I got to handle, and I will get back at you guys later. Hopefully my Cheap Shots TV page will be back up. It's really crazy that they're still striking my videos. I haven't even been live in 3 days on that page, but it's cool. I'm not even mad. I know what's happening is going to happen. I've already retracted the copyright strikes. So all of those things, hopefully they'll be in the past. Like I said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I didn't want to keep you too long. I just kind of wanted to update you guys on R. Kelly. And as I told you guys, I do not want to focus all of my videos on True Freeman and Tommy Sotomayor. But at the end of the day, I see this guy still over here, trying to use me and Tommy and Big and whoever else who he thinks supports Tommy to raise views and clout. But at the end of the day, guys, we all 100 over here, man. I appreciate you commentators for tuning in. Like I said, subscribe, hit the bell. Go over to Cheap Shots TV, the original page, and subscribe there as well. I'm your boy Dirty. Read the description. Find all my links there, and I appreciate you guys, and I will see you later, man. And my last notes on R. Kelly, man. Yeah, AJ, I was warned about him. I'm not even tripping though. I'm not even tripping. You know, me being warned, the only thing I could have done is made more pages, basically. But yes, I did strike back a couple of times, and other people have strike back. I have been on his page telling him to, you know, stop being so disrespectful. But I'm pretty sure I'm still blocked from him seeing my messages. I don't know how that works. But at the end of the day, man, True Freeman, he's a straight up bitch. And hey, I can't hate him for what he do. He just a bitch. Hey, but hey, I'll holler at you guys later. You guys be safe and have a great day. It's oh yeah, my last words to R. Kelly. Hey man, do better, bro. You $150 million guy, and you out here living like you a $2 nigga, man. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. Until next time, Chief Shots TV on your boy Dirty. Y'all be safe.